Walking on campus the first time was terrifying to me because even though I was close to home, I felt like I was miles away because I didn't know anyone, so I was starting completely fresh from high school.
I think I was probably a little bit overwhelmed just by the new surroundings. I'd been to the campus before, but only one time, and it was many years before, so I just tried to absorb in the surroundings again. And I guess I was probably a little overwhelmed just by the amount of potential that was out there that I had yet to truly discover and figure out where I was going to go with all these different places around me.
It was really weird to walk on campus for the first time because I had never visited prior. I mean, I saw a little bit of the campus, but not really, and so I was kind of a little nervous on how to get around campus and where my classes were. But at the same time, I felt like, I'm a college student. I'm old enough to be here.
I didn't really come in with a strategy to find a community. I played cello and I sang in choir, so I did both of those here. So by going in and joining both the choir and the symphony, I met a lot of people. I hung out with a lot of people. I spent a lot of hours each day with a lot of different people, and so that common connection really started to build a community of friends that I was connected to and networked with.
The way I found community on campus my first semester was by connecting with people who are in my wing, because there were a lot of first years in there, so we would all hang out, go to dinner together, go to campus events.
I found my academic home really quickly. I'm a political science major and women's and gender studies major, and being a research assistant for the political science department has really helped me figure out what I want to do and what my academic passions are.
I didn't find my academic home right away. I actually started off as a biochemistry major and with the hopes of going into dentistry, and I decided nope, not for me. So I kind of started to go, what am I doing? What major do I want to do? Am I good at anything enough to feel like I can take this on and use this in a career? And my RA actually said, well, you like communicating, interacting with people, why don't you look at communication? So I did that for a J-term class for Media in the World, and it was one of the best classes I've ever taken. I really enjoyed it. It was with Robert Wells. And that first sense of, oh, this is something I really enjoy.
With My Loot Life, you can connect with different clubs of when they're meeting and what they're doing, so I like using it for that. And then for social networking, there's groups on Facebook where you connect with people who are in the same year as you or involved in the same things you want to be involved in.
You meet a whole bunch of people, but you don't really know their last names or where they're from or anything about them. So you just you go get dinner with them or things like that, and it helps adding people on Facebook, I've found, just so you can kind of keep in touch.
The thing about PLU is that I feel like we learn from interactions and storytelling and knowing people, and that's how we learn, and that's a part of who PLU is. And so I would say find out those places where you can meet those people and learn from them, and your experience at PLU will be so much better.
If you don't try to get involved into things, to do what you're passionate about, whether it's Frisbee or unicycling or music, choir, or just interacting with the people at your home or your residence hall, that's really how you find your niche, is finding what you're passionate, finding people who are passionate, and connecting to those people. So the sooner you can get involved with something you love and like to do, the more likely you are to find those people that will not only be your friends for that first little while, but they'll be your friends for life.